Tempest.
The first time the sky listened to Amara, she thought it was a coincidence. She was standing on the rooftop of her school, watching thick grey clouds swallow the sun. The air felt heavy, like the world was holding its breath. Below, people rushed to find shelter. Amara stretched out her hand, half joking. "Okay, stop." Her heart skipped. The clouds above her trembled, as if waiting for instructions. A strange energy pulsed through her fingertips, like static before a storm. She whispered. The clouds parted. A perfect circle of blue opened above her, sunlight pouring down like a spotlight. Amara stumbled back, eyes wide. This wasn't luck. This was power. At first, she kept it a secret. She practiced in small ways, cooling hot afternoons with a breeze, guiding rain away from crowded streets, making clouds swell just to see if she could. The weather obeyed her emotions more than her words. When she was happy, the sky was bright and calm. When she was angry, thunder rolled. That's how the city discovered her. One evening, a fire broke out in a crowded market. The flames spread fast, devouring stalls and sending people running. Sirens wailed, but the fire trucks were stuck in traffic. Amara stood at the edge of the chaos, fear gripping her chest. She had never tried anything this big. What if I make it worse? She thought. The child cried out from inside the smoke. Amara clenched her fists. No. She stepped forward, lifted both hands to the sky, and felt that electric surge rush through her veins. Rain, at first. Nothing happened, then a single drop hit her cheek. Another, and another. Within seconds, the sky opened. Rain poured down in sheets, heavy and relentless, drowning the flames. Steam hissed into the air as the fire weakened, then vanished. The crowd fell silent. All eyes turned to her. Amara slowly lowered her hands, her heart pounding louder than the storm. From that day on, they gave her a name, Tempest. Being a hero wasn't as easy as controlling clouds. Storms were simple compared to people. Some saw her as a miracle. Others saw danger. What if she loses control? They whispered. What if she decides not to help? Amara wondered the same thing. Because the truth was, her powers weren't just about weather. They were about her. When she felt overwhelmed, the wind howled. When she felt hurt, rain fell endlessly. And when she was truly angry, lightning answered. One night, that anger almost destroyed everything. A powerful developer had begun tearing down homes to build luxury towers, ignoring protests and forcing families out. Amara tried to reason with him, but he laughed. You think controlling the sky makes you important, he said. This city runs on power, and you don't have the right kind. Something inside her snapped. The sky darkened instantly. Winds roared through the streets, ripping signs from walls. Thunder cracked like the world was breaking apart. Lightning struck dangerously close to the construction site. People screamed and ran. Amara hovered above it all, her eyes glowing with the storm. You must stop destroying the city, or I will destroy you, she yelled at the developer, her anger getting the most of her. Then she saw it. A small group of families huddled together, terrified of her. Not the developer. The storm faltered. "What am I doing?" she whispered. The wind slowed. The clouds loosened. The lightning faded. Amara lowered herself to the ground, her breath shaking. She realized that her anger had turned into a lightning, and if not controlled, people will resent her. Power wasn't the same as control. From that day on, she trained harder, not just her abilities, but herself. She learned to breathe through anger, to focus through fear, to separate her emotions from her actions. And slowly, the city began to trust her again. She stopped floods before they reached homes, guided storms away from crowded areas, brought rain to dry lands outside the city, where farmers had nearly given up hope. People didn't just see her as powerful anymore. They saw her as responsible. One quiet evening, Amara stood on her rooftop again, the same place it all began. The sky was calm, painted in soft orange and purple as the sun set. She smiled and lifted her hand, not to command, but to feel. A gentle breeze wrapped around her, like an old friend. "Not bad," she said softly. The sky, vast and endless, stretched above her, not something to control, but something to understand. And somewhere in the distance, thunder rumbled, not in anger, but in quiet agreement. She learned and mastered her powers, and always used it for the greater good